Everybody, welcome. We are live, and this is Ask Us Anything. I'm Mike Wendland.
And I'm Jennifer Wendland.
And for the next little bit, we are here to say hello to as many of you guys as we can find. And we see people giving us thumbs up already. I like seeing that. That's awesome.
Bo is here.
Bo is here with us.
He's right behind me.
If you're a regular, you know that this is the time we normally take Bo for a walk. And
we can see the eye.
Yeah, there he is down there.
The eye.
You see him down there?
Say the word walk.
There's Bo.
Yeah.
Hey, Bo, say hi. Yeah.
I'm giving him pets.
Okay, well, we'll see how long that lasts. He does not know why we have to do this when it's his time. Hey, it's great to see you guys here and to have you joining us as we're on the air talking and hanging out. And we would love to have you use the comments below to let us know you're here and any questions you want. We think that's great. There's a hi from Lillian Walker. Thank you, Lillian, for saying hi. Let's update a couple of quick things. We are in our Sticks and Bricks home in Michigan right now, and we are leaving tomorrow, first thing tomorrow, for Elkhart, Indiana. Well, I shouldn't say first thing. Because
we've got a few things we have to do.
I'm waiting for this has been gadget week for me. We do a lot of video reviews, but I also am a gadget guy myself. This is my brand new Apple Series 4 watch, which is pretty darn cool if I say so myself. I am really enjoying this thing. It's been just amazing. And then tomorrow I get my new Apple iPhone XS Max, the great big one. So it switches over, so I'm waiting for that to go, and then we head to Elkhart. I'll charge it in the phone. Yes, Bo. Bo says hello to everybody out there. So that's my favorite gadgets. This watch, which really is a big improvement for you gadget folks over the previous watches. It's just very much more interactive. You can say, Siri, how tall is the Empire State Building? And, I should have her actually do it. How tall is... Oh, you know what? I'm not going to get a signal down here. I got it all blocked off so we can go live.
Much like the TARDIS, I'm bigger on the inside.
She talks to me all the time. So that's pretty cool. I really like this watch, and I'm looking forward to the larger iPhone XS Max, which is the biggest one they've ever made. That's going to work really well with my brand new drone. Yes, I got a new drone. Thanks to a company called DroneWorks. I interviewed these guys... long time ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, back when drones were just starting, and I got a call from the owner of the company this week, and he said that somebody asked him how he got his start. He started a big company. He said he owed it all to me, and so he's provided me a Mavic Air, a small, tiny little drone. I can't wait to use it. It's very easy to carry with me. We'll shoot some when we're in Elkhart.
It is awesome.
It really is. It's just that big.
I can't believe you don't have it sitting here so we can show it to everybody.
It's upstairs charging, but it's really neat.
Do you want me to go get it?
No, you don't have to go get it. We're going to bore all the non-tech people, but you'll see the videos from this thing. It'll be coming up, and I can't wait for it. So tomorrow we're going to Elkhart, and we're going to Elkhart for Open House. Elkhart Open House is a big deal in the RV industry. It's not open to the public, but all the manufacturers, all the dealers, the RV dealers come to Elkhart. They're invited because Elkhart, is the RV capital of the country. That's where 80% plus of all the RVs on the road today are made in that area. So everybody comes there. It's a week-long celebration for the dealers in the industry. Well, we're going to go in and we're going to tell you, you can't get in unless you're a member of the media or a manufacturer or have that special credentials, whatever they give you. But we're going to go. We've been invited 3 times. It's the first year we're going to go, and we can't wait. We'll probably have a couple Facebook Lives coming up on it. But we're heading tomorrow, and we'll be there most of the week. So that's pretty cool. Now, the other thing I have promised to do on this show before we get to your questions every week is update you on my eating plan. And it was September 4th. And if you remember this podcast, this Ask Us Anything broadcast, we promised to be accountable on it to you every week to tell you how I've done in trying to lose weight in this healthy eating plan. On the podcast, we had a big episode on that. I think it was podcast episode 208. But I decided to make this the place where I'm accountable. So,
it's going well. It's not that hard to cook food
that
you can eat on this diet. It's going great.
So
giving up the bread, giving up the sugar.
So this is me on September 4th. Being weighed in at Custom Health Centers. And if you remember, I had Dr. Jason from Custom Health Centers on. We talked about how the RV lifestyle can be very unhealthy for you. And that was September 4th. So today I can tell you that as of this morning, I have lost 14 pounds. 14 pounds since September 4th. And just by eating healthy, right?
Right. We can go on the road for 2 weeks and we'll have it all back.
We could. Now, we have been on the road ever since I went on there. This is why we had some thoughts among ourselves. Should I really go on this? Can you really do it on the road? But because, we had our road trek with us everywhere, our RV was with us everywhere, we could prepare our own meals, particularly lunch and dinners. Dinners you can eat out. There's lots of healthy stuff. But lunch is always a challenge. And so we prepared them. I say we. It was my lifelong traveling companion and bride.
Chef, your personal chef.
My personal chef. So it's good. I don't think anybody can probably tell, those first 14 pounds. I'm aware of it. I feel it in the clothes, and I think a little bit in my face. But so next week we'll see how we do, because we're going to be at Elkhart all week after that. So that's the update. We got some other stuff to talk to you, but now let's go to you, because you guys are checking in from all over. We got Luck Lemieux saying hi. We've got Rhonda Walden. We got True Purple. We got Karen Monday. We got Karen Hicks. And Amanda says hello, and we've got Howard, and let's go through these real quick. Lori from Tallahassee, Bernard in Silver Spring, Maryland, and Kathy says there are refugees headed back to Oak Island, North Carolina.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, wow, you guys really. I've been looking at. I just saw a video a minute ago before we came into the studio to do this, and it showed fish on the highways down there.
Hurricane Hugo, we went to that and did video.
Yeah, that was many years ago.
Many years ago.
I know how hard you can.
We got to see how devastating it is.
Yep. Let's do the rest of these highs, and then we'll get to the questions. We've got Scott, we've got Anna, and then True says hi to Bo.
Bo.
Frankie and Noddy must be True's dogs. Hey, Bo, they send hi to you, buddy. Yep, he says great. So that's good. Chris is in the Blue Ridges in Virginia. Rhonda is well. She says wants to make sure Kathy Thomas is doing well. They're in Hope Mills and just got home yesterday. I know many of you were so affected by this last hunk of hurricane. Our friend Mike Stanley's out in Jacksonville, Oregon. Pat's in Sanford, Florida. And thank you, Deb, for telling me that the diet looks worth. I gotta say, it's not a diet; it's a new lifestyle, right?
Right.
It's a healthy eating lifestyle, but it works. So there you go, Karen. That's my report. You got that right. Shirley in Washburn, and now Mark is in Santa Barbara. He says, "Good news! My 2019 Road Trek Agile 4x4 goes into production on the 2018 Mercedes chassis tomorrow."
Whew.
It's a year since he ordered it. Patience required. Well, Mark, that's because it's a 4x4. I had a picture I put on our Facebook group. Did you see that, by the way, of all of the 20,000 Sprinters that Amazon has ordered from Mercedes-Benz? All the Sprinter chassis went to Amazon. And all the manufacturers, we just came back from the Hershey RV show. Everybody says, come on, Mercedes, let's get these Sprinters going. Sprinter chassis are now being built. The whole Sprinters are being built in the U.S., but it's going to take a while. And if you want 4x4, it's going to take, as Mark right here said, was holding out for his a year. And that's exactly what it takes for a 4x4. They're very, very hard to get. So there you go. All right. Now I've got lots more of you just saying hi, and I'm going to, here's Mark who says, I'll see you in Pomona. Yes, we will be in Pomona, and I believe it's October 5th and 6th. Mm-hmm. We will be there doing meet and greets, from basically 11 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon. And, we'll be there. And, that will be fun to see everybody in Pomona. But this week it's Elkhart, Indiana. And I am really getting excited.
Do you ever sometimes wake up and say, "Where am I?" I mean, when you first wake up at night, you're like, you wake up,
I thought that was just me. Do you do that too?
Oh yeah, every now and then.
Yeah.
Bo got us up at 12:30 last night. Just
barking
enough,
at something.
Something. We were in danger. We didn't know.
We were in
it.
danger. Something was on the back deck, and like a raccoon or something, probably. Mm-hmm. But then it was pretty.
I couldn't go back to sleep. You could. You were lucky.
Yeah. Bev notes that I am lucky to have a personal chef. Thank you, Bev. I truly am. All right, Ronald, I have a Rad Rover. Tell us about your bikes. The Rad Rover, that's one of the models from Rad Power Bikes. They're one of our podcast sponsors, but Jennifer and I have two of their bikes. We love them. We have the city bike model, and we have a ball with it. And everybody who rides them, I swear, everybody who rides them ends up getting one. You know, I used to think, I didn't want an electric bike. I'm going to ride a real bike. But they are real bikes. You really do ride them, but you have that motor to kind of help, and they're just also a lot of fun. You call it my poor man's Harley. So there you go. All right, lots of you saying hi. Bev wants to know, is a gas Sprinter going to be available soon? Well, it depends on what you mean by soon, Bev. They are going to make a gas model Sprinter at this new American park, but it's probably not going to be until 2019 that they actually start to make them. So you're not going to see them really quick, and that's just not going to be something. But a lot of people are very interested in that gas. We like diesel, but I can see the interest in gas as well. That's pretty good. All right, on to your questions. Kevin wants to know, has your husky? Actually, he's not a husky, Kevin. He's a Norwegian elkhound.
But a lot of people mistake him for
an elk. Yeah, he's got that curly tail, and they all think
or
that.
a wolf.
Jennifer, he says, has he taken to the RV life? How do you get them enough exercise on the road?
You have to find off-leash dog parks. And like today, Bo had 50 minutes. Usually he gets anything from 45 minutes to an hour every day at the off-leash dog park where he runs. He just whimpers to go there. He loves it.
Yeah, we have found that life is just really a lot easier if we take care of Bo's exercise needs, and that means when we're here in Michigan, we have a 20-acre park.
24 acres.
24-acre park that he can go at. But we're getting pretty good at finding parks all across the country, and we visit them. He's very socialized with other dogs. He loves the exercise and the running, and it's keeping him incredibly healthy. That's the secret, getting enough exercise, and off-leash parks do it. And hiking, when you're out, and if you're at a place where you can take him.
If you can take them, like in Canada, where they're wonderful, that you can take your dog out the hikes.
Dog-friendly. Yep.
Our national parks, you can't. And it's hard because he needs to run free.
Yeah, you can't do that in a national park, even in Canada. But dog leash parks, off leash parks, and that's what we do.
And he's shameless. He likes all the people. He wants pets from people. Yeah. He likes all the dogs.
We usually take him for a walk on a leash about this time every night, and that's why you've seen him at the start of the program running in here, asking us.
And this dog has truly bonded with us. He's our shadow. Wherever we go, he is.
Yep. Our friend Maureen says she had fun Friday at the local RV show out there, I believe, in Vancouver. Isn't that where you are, Maureen? My grandchildren couldn't believe I know as much as I do about the bees, Class Bs. Thanks to all of you. Well, that's great. You are an expert, Maureen. That is awesome. Question for Jennifer. Jennifer, would you be willing to share some of your favorite healthy eating recipes?
Boy, I am such a boring cook.
Tell them what we just had.
We just ate. We had avocado oil, and I cut chicken in little strips, or
healthy
it could
oil.
be beef.
Yep.
And you throw a bunch of vegetables in.
Chicken,
you stir fry it.
You stir fry veggies?
I did chicken tonight, but I could have used beef, or I don't know what else I could have used. But and then cauliflower instead of
cauliflower rice.
Cauliflower rice.
Cauliflower
we
rice.
don't use rice anymore. We use the cauliflower rice.
It looks just like rice. They take cauliflower and they slice it up in little tiny. They look like rice.
Yeah.
And, we use
good.
that instead of rice.
You don't miss the rice at all.
So you avoid all those carbs, and it's really good. It's really good. So.
And we probably do eat too much chicken. Last night I pounded down chicken breasts. We get boneless, skinless. I pounded them as thin as I could get them. And then I simmered it in salsa for
you have that recipe.
25
Didn't we do
minutes.
A video on that?
We did a video on that. Last time I made it, I used mango. And I like the mango better.
Salsa.
Salsa. And last night I used tomatoes, and I didn't like the tomatoes and onions quite as much.
It's called salsa chicken, and what it is she cooks up some chicken in a pan, right?
I just
fry pan,
put the.
It's not fried. We don't fry it, but what do you do? I don't know. You grill it.
It really boils. It simmers.
Okay.
Because it's in that
salsa.
Salsa.
So you take you go to the salsa,
Like
you
a
use
cup
for the
of
chips
salsa.
that I can't have anymore. Those chips, you take
Take
that
the salsa.
you put that in the pan and put the chicken in it. and
After
then
you've
boils
pounded it
through.
down,
It's
25
great.
minutes.
Now, there is a video of that on this YouTube channel, so you can search our videos for salsa chicken. I think it's Jennifer's Salsa Chicken, and you can see that. And we've had that before. It's very good for you, and it tastes good. And we've got a bunch more, and if you guys want us to share some, keep asking. We won't share any more now, but maybe we'll do a story for the blog on your favorite
But
ones.
I feel like I'm kind of boring because we have a lot of kebabs and we grill out.
Okay, here's the
Simmer.
question. We haven't had this one. And congratulations. True Purple is getting married on the 12th of October. Congratulations, True. And she asked, what's the key to a successful marriage? Put up or show up, Jennifer. What's the key to... Well, I'm going to start it. I know what you're thinking. We will say it. For us, it's Jesus Christ. And, I mean, you ask, I'll tell you. We all live very different lives, especially me before, but we became believers a number of years ago, and we've made him number one in our life, and the rest just kind of follows.
Yeah, because I think we probably, I had taken off the wedding band. I'd had enough of this craziness.
Oh, you,
but it's all
this
good now.
was a long time
That was
ago,
a
yeah.
long time ago.
It's back in
Long time ago.
my terrible reporter days, but we have,
You have to,
so that, we feel
guidelines,
but
guidelines.
there are all sorts of guidelines. Listening to each other?
Well, just not putting yourself first, thinking about the other person, not expecting the other person. You didn't do your share.
Yeah.
Sharing the responsibilities.
Now, that's easy for you to say because you do more than your share. You really do.
Well.
Yeah. Anyway, True, you ask us, but the other thing is I don't know how long you've
Disco
known.
dancing.
Yeah, disco dancing saved our marriage back in the 80s. Truly did. We were drifting far apart, and you decided we needed some
Dates.
romance, and we needed dates, and it started off with disco dancing. We actually were in disco dancing competitions.
We were pretty good.
At sometime when we do one of our gatherings.
I couldn't walk in 4-inch heels, but I could dance in them.
Yeah, she had 4-inch stiletto heels, and we did a drop, and it was.
Oh yeah, it was great fun.
And it was really neat. But having shared interests is, I think, another big thing.
Yes,
yeah.
You have to have dates.
That's one of the reasons why the RV
Make
lifestyle
time
is so
for
much
each
fun.
other.
Yeah,
and not demand your rights.
Yeah, and think of the other person. She does much better at all of this than I do. So anyway, True, to you, congratulations. Make sure you know the person really well, and that they are also your best friend. Is that a good one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
because you get married because you like each other so much and you want to be together all the time, right? So you've got to keep that going.
Yep. And
it doesn't happen without some effort.
Yep. So there you go. So Rhonda likes that. She'd like to hear some more recipes, healthy eating recipes. Okay, we'll kind of work out a blog post for that when we got a really brutal travel schedule for the next month.
You can share your recipes, what you cook.
What do I cook? Well, I make a great. Okay, you know what? I make a great smoothie. I can make a great smoothie. I actually use this machine, and it kind of grinds them all up, and what's it called, a blender? I can use that. Yeah, I'm not much of a cook. It's all Jennifer. Betty says, so you're back in Michigan. How did you like the Hershey show in Pennsylvania? We always like Hershey.
I like Hershey. I like Pennsylvania. I think Pennsylvania is a beautiful state. I admire the Hershey story of how he started out with nothing and how he built the orphanages for the boys.
He's a really good guy.
He's just a good man. And
those orphanages are still there. They're now with boys' school or girls' school, I think. Yeah.
And the people there are very, very nice. Everybody's nice. Even the lady when we were walking across the street who was cheerful.
The police officer when there was a mob, and she was just so nice.
She never stopped talking, being positive and cheerful.
But I tell you what, if you really want to get a sense of it, we had a great time and a lot of fun putting together the video we just did on it, and it's right here on our YouTube channel. After you get done with this, take a look at it. It's just our recap and debrief, we called it, of the Hershey show. And it's a long video, about 20 minutes, our mini movie, if you will. So take a look at that. Hey, speaking of that, for all of you watching right now, if you have not subscribed, would you please do that? There's a little subscribe button And that means that you just, when we have new videos, you'll get notified of them. There's a little notification bell. If you click that, you can actually even get email notifications too. But you don't have to do that. But just subscribe to it. It won't trash your mailbox or anything like that, but that will help us a lot. Also, YouTube loves it when you get thumbs up. So if you like this, give us a thumbs up. We'd love to see that. Eric says, I'm considering a Road Trek Class B motor coach van over an Airstream travel trailer due to you two. Do you really have enough storage for extended touring in the Class Bs? And I'll let you answer that, and I'll add my points.
I think you do. I don't know how much you have to take. I don't know if there's someone else you're traveling with. I don't know if you have dogs. I don't know how many people are going to be traveling and what you think you need to take. I mean, I don't need to take a lot. I need to take just enough. I mean, we used to do travel halfway across the world. I'd have a travel-on bag.
We have a couple of videos, Eric, that talks about what we carry and what we used to carry. And you can see it, Things to Take on Your Next Trip, I think is the title of that video. And they're all out there if you want to look.
And how long you're going to be gone and where you're going.
You know, we've gone 5-6 weeks at a time and never had a problem. We always took too many clothes. We took too many pots and pans, too many dishes, all that stuff when we first started off, and you really don't need very much. We kind of boil that down in that video, and you can see it. But
yeah, some people only take like 2 plates.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 4.
Yeah.
And I don't like using paper products. It's not that hard, and I just feel better about the environment using real dishes and glasses and silver.
Yep. But there is enough room. We have found plenty. I have more things that I take with me than the average person does because we have drones and video equipment and editing equipment and the podcast portable studio. And you wouldn't believe all the lenses for my photography. So I need a lot of room, and we're able to find plenty of that room. We have the XL sprinter, the extra long. It's about that much longer than the regular one. I think about 14, 18 inches. And it's got more room underneath the sofa for storage. And we have not had any problem. Some people get a storage box. We've had them. We've tried them. We really don't need them. And and we travel with our dog. So.
And I don't like the storage box because it interferes with our lights on
the
side.
The automatic passing lane thing, or the automatic lights that tell you if somebody's passing you on the right or the left. If that box is on the back, it disables that. They're always on, and so we didn't like that.
And I love those lights.
Yeah, I do too. Diane says, did I miss you, or are you still live? We're still live, at least last I checked. Let me check my pulse here on my new Apple Watch Series 4. Yes, it's work. I still am alive. It says I'm alive.
I love it when it tells you to breathe.
Yeah. I got that.
No. I mean, it's deep breathing. It's good. It's good to be reminded.
The watch comes on and says, breathe. Well, I have been. I'm doing just fine without you. That part of fitness, I can do. So, yeah, we're live, Diane. Glad you caught us. Let's see.
I think last week was much more exciting when I was driving home.
Oh, yeah, we went. I got to talk about that. We went live last Sunday night on the Ohio Turnpike. Jennifer was driving. And I had people say, Mike, you're not wearing a seatbelt. I was. I really was, wasn't I? You were there.
He had a seatbelt
But it was so weird. I looked in the video, and I can see it did not look like I had a seatbelt on. But honest, I had the seatbelt. I never drive without the seatbelt. But I could, why would they say that? And I looked, I said, well, you can't see it. So it was just the way the
And
shot
I did
was.
not wear the earphones?
Yeah, she didn't wear the earphones because she wanted to drive.
Because I was driving.
Yeah. Let's see. Diane says, Diane's answering. Thank you, James, for telling Diane. That's good. Let's see. Diane says, when is the RV convention in California? I guess I need to when and where. I'm in Las Vegas and I want to go. Well, I don't know about a convention. This is an RV show. It's the California RV show. And it is...
I believe about the 4th through the 15th. It's a couple of weeks.
It's a 2-week-long show. We will be there...
The first weekend.
The first weekend, which I believe is the 5th and 6th of October.
Bring my calendar down.
It's at the L.A. Well, we have a calendar right here on the computer. I can kind of bring that up, and let's move it over here, and we'll give you the exact dates, maybe, if we can figure it out. It's at the L.A. Plex in Pomona, California. So you can find it there, and I'm not able to quickly access that, I guess. But there we go. Let's see if you really want the dates. I'll pull them up for you, Okay, it starts on October 4th, and it runs through the 14th. But we will be there. Actually, it's the 6th and 7th. I believe we're going to be talking
6th and 7th.
6th and 7th of October, and it's at the LA Plex in Pomona, California. But the show itself runs the 4th through the 14th of October. So I hope that helps Diane, and we'd love to meet you out there. We actually considered flying into Vegas, and then because we're flying out there because we have to be. I'll tell you about that event in a minute, but we have to be somewhere else shortly after that show. So we're going to have to fly into L.A., and L.A. is such a hassle. So between L.A. and flying into Ontario, which is closer to the show, we couldn't get any tickets. We thought about actually flying to Vegas and then driving the 4 or 5 hours. That would be fun. But I think we're flying into, what place are we flying into? A different John Wayne Airport, and Burbank Hollywood Airport. That's where we're flying into.
Our oldest son, we have been traveling so much, and when we told him we were going to California, he said, "You're driving out there?"
Now, the reason we have to fly out there is because of a really cool event that we are doing in September, or in early October, and this will be October 11th through the 15th. And I want to give you a URL if you're interested in this thing.
19th.
It's the 11th through the 15th.
How come I got? I'm looking at your calendar up here is wrong.
You can. I think it's the 11th through the.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe it's the 15th. Yeah, it is the 15th through the 19th. I wrote it down wrong.
Yep.
The 15th through the 19th. Thank you. If you go to roadtrekking.com/Kansas, you can learn all about it. This is our last official road trekking gathering of the year, and it's on the Flying W Ranch in Kansas, in the Flint Hills of Kansas. It's a huge, sprawling longhorn cattle ranch, and what it is we get to go on a cattle drive. There's stargazing at night. There's some tours. There's a whole day of photography out on the prairie, a tour of the whole region. It's a great cowboy area. And this is all for boondocking. It's only boondocking. But we've got a number of people going, and if there's still some openings. You can learn about it at that address right up there. And if you're interested, just go there and you can sign up, and we would love to see you. But that is coming up, and it is October, give me those dates, 15th through the 19th in Kansas. So that's why we're flying out the week before to Pomona, so we can get there. Let's see. We've got some other questions. When is the best time of year to sell an RV?
Probably spring, I would think.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think it would be nice to get rid of it before winter if you lived in a cold state.
Right. Depends on where you live. Anytime you can get it.
Yeah, but maybe somebody would be interested this time of year and take it to Florida.
Yeah, I don't think any time's probably
I
good.
think any time might work.
But spring's always good. Spring's the big buying season. Like all the RV dealers going to this show that we're going to tomorrow in Elkhart, they're buying the units now that they'll be selling in the spring. So they're right now trying to sell everything they had from their 2018 lineup. So the deals that you can get for a new one are probably the best right now if you buy like a 2018. So you got a little more competition right then. And then, of course, in spring, they can get a little higher money for them. So if you are selling a used one, you might have a little better edge on that. So who knows?
Who knows? Just put it out there.
Put it out
Maybe
there.
Maybe somebody will want it and take it to Florida.
Try it.
Arizona.
Yeah. Diane says, I believe the secret to a successful relationship is not trying to control the other one. Well, absolutely.
Yeah, you can't change another person.
You can't
Only person you can change is yourself.
Yeah, and that's never a good idea. Maureen, all you need is love.
Yeah, there
a tickle
you go.
And a sensation around the heart you can't get at, scratch. And always think of the other. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are all good advices. Yep. That's always good.
Isn't going to work if it's the me show.
Bev says, after Bo's scare, and it's talking about when the refrigerator opened up and stuff fell on, is he continuing to share Jennifer's front seat? Well, I think he just likes to sit on Jennifer's lap. He's 65 pounds, and he's a little big for that.
Yeah, he still would like to be right up there by us.
But he's doing much better.
He's doing much better.
Yeah, much better. He is.
He's kind of big to sit on that third seat.
Yeah.
With his seatbelt.
Yep. Lots of people wishing good luck to True Purple, and she said she's been with the guy she's marrying for 7 years, so that's always good. Let's see. What did I miss? Wait, did I miss the conversation on your bedding? I'm concerned about being able to find those for the van. We didn't have a conversation.
Tell them about the sleep bags.
Okay, RV Super Bag. That's what we use. RV Super Bag. It's, I think they made them. They used to be called Travisacs. They used to make them for the boating market. And some smart guy decided, hey, these are perfect for RVers. We've had ours for 6 years now. We like them so much. We have the king size. They're very expensive. They're like $350, $450, $550. I don't even remember now. We have the king size version. Still is great. In fact, we're going to make it up in a few minutes, and we got to go take it out to the RV tonight.
I got a lot of work to do tonight.
And then we liked that we bought 2 twins, because in the winter we tend to sleep with the twins because you can get the heat up in the middle a little better. So we love the RV Super Bag. And then Jennifer sleeps. We sleep on 1.5-inch foam pads. Right.
And the sleeping bags, one side is for winter. You put the warm side up. The other side is for when it's not so cold, it's not so thick. The sheets, you Velcros in, take them out. The only bad thing with them is I like my side unzipped. And when Bo decides he's going to jump in bed with us and get right between us, about 1/3 of me is no longer covered. When he gets right in between us and he takes all the blankets.
When he gets in the king, he does. He pulls them off, and he's now sleeping. He never sleeps with us, in our sticks and bricks home, but he does. He wants to jump in the morning and he wants his cuddle time. 65-pound dog.
Well, he kind of sneaks in at the end, and you don't even know he's there, and then he gets more comfortable and he works his way up. Yeah.
Karen says, "Do you bring many tools for repairs?" Me? No, I don't. I just took a socket set I've been carrying around. Just like an hour ago, I went and took it out of the road truck. I'm making some room for what we're taking to Elkhart tomorrow. And no, I don't take many tools. I got a screwdriver, a couple of pliers, and a couple things like that. But I don't take tons of tools. I don't need them. I've not had any 7 years now, and not any real problems. When we have a problem, we take it into a dealer and it gets fixed. But no problems. I don't take tools. I'm not the most handy person. I'm not a mechanic.
We just had a plumber here doing a couple things on our
I could have fixed that.
That was so embarrassing. We have a boiler and this water leakage, and he came in and he was figuring everything out. It was just loose.
$200, please.
And then I was dumb because I should have said, you installed this boiler 5 years ago. Something was loose.
And I
shouldn't have paid a service call.
I just saw that it leaked. I said, we better get him over here. They put it in, but yes, I could have fixed that. And that's one of the reasons we are not full-timers. We do keep our sticks and bricks home. We really like it. And we have our daughter and her family and our son and his family, one of our sons there in Michigan. So we keep this here. But we have to come back to it every now and then and make sure things like that get fixed. Otherwise, we would probably be out there on the road more. We're gone half. This year, probably 3/4 of the year we've been on the road. We leave again tomorrow. We just got home a couple of days ago. And that's the way it'll be at least through the week before Thanksgiving. Then we'll try and spend Thanksgiving through the New Year roughly here. I'm actually going to take 2 weeks off. And we decided, the week either before or after Christmas or after, but sometime there. I've never done that.
You got time to figure it out.
Never done it, so that's our problem.
You got time to figure it out.
All right. Mike Stanley said, answering that question about is a Class B, is there enough room? He says, we're on an 8-week extended tour in our Class B currently. So, yes, there is enough room in a Class B. Thank you, Mike, for backing us up on that. Somebody's asking, did they miss the discussion on the bedding bags? Well, no, we just went through it again. I think you asked a couple of questions back. But, yeah, hopefully you're listening.
And there is a video on the bedding.
Yeah. Maureen is noticing my cool new Apple Series 4 watch, which is so cool.
I like the band.
Yeah,
it's a good color.
And she says, "Is there a big difference in having the Series 4? Is it worthwhile? I have the Series 2." Yes,
what
it
do
is.
I have?
You have the Series 3.
Okay.
Yeah, and this was the one I had was the Series 1. But I don't know if you can see how cool that face is. It's just really cool. I've got lots of reminders. You can do a ton, but it's not just how it looks. It's just very functional. You have Siri. You can take and receive phone calls on it. It's got GPS built into it.
It's like always being in a group.
Yeah, but I don't have to take my phone with me. How many times do I say, I didn't bring my phone, and this will get called?
No, he's always like...
Yeah, so I'm really enjoying it. I just got it yesterday, so I can only give you that perspective. Tomorrow I get the XS Max, the gigantic iPhone, which I can't wait for. So that will, in fact, we're delaying our trip to Elkhart, Indiana tomorrow because I don't want them, sending it back. I'm going to get it delivered tomorrow.
We were supposed to get it Friday.
Yeah, next Friday.
This was not supposed to be an issue.
It was. That's good. Karen Monday, do you have any idea what the new technology is that Jim Hamill wants to add to Camp Skunk's road track? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think I can tell you about some of it at Elkhart. So
wait for Elkhart.
Let me just ask you guys out there. I have a rough idea what they're going to introduce at Elkhart, and if would you like us to do a live video? Either Tuesday midday or Wednesday midday. We'd probably do it on our Facebook group, our Facebook page, instead of here on YouTube. But if you'd like that, just let us know here, and we'll try and do it. But if nothing else, I'll have a video on it on Thursday, and I think you'll see. Genji, am I pronouncing that right? Ask, how do you think Thor will affect Road Track? Well, I think it's good news. Everybody I talk to at Road Track says they're pretty excited about it. Okay, tell them why you just hit me for doing that.
Because of posture.
Yeah, this kind
of
pulls you over.
Yeah.
We're trying to work on our posture,
yeah, because we both have bad posture.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I owe you a quarter. But everybody at Road Track is really excited about it. Thor is, now the largest RV manufacturer in the world. They were in the U.S., and there's a lot of people who've talked. One of the reasons Thor was so attracted to buying Road Track's parent company, Heimer, which is based in Germany, was because of the inroads Heimer's making in China. China is going to be a huge RV market. They're building campgrounds like crazy there, and so Thor sees saving a lot of time of having to make those connections that Heimer already has. That's one reason. Lots of interest in that. And then, of course, everybody's so interested in European styling and learning from Heimer, which makes, just really great motorhomes. They're the Winnebago, I tell everybody, of Europe. Well, now with Thor there, they're going to bring a lot more of that here. I'm sure you'll see that across the Airstream line and of course, continuing with Road Track. And they're very excited about Road Track, I'm sure, and Heimer here in North America, which have continued to have lots of new innovations, like the one that Jim Hamill and folks will be showing off in Elkhart this week. So I will have an information on it, but I think it's all good news. I think it's real good news. And I know everybody at Road Track is very excited about this. And, if they weren't, I'd tell you that. But I've heard just nothing but good looks at. Frederick, whatever happened to Kymeta and Wi-Fi? Well, Wi-Fi's great. Kymeta is out there, but I don't want to say it's not ready for prime time, but it is not ready for prime time. It's incredibly expensive. I mean, they want something like $25,000 for a dish on an RV, and I don't know anybody that would pay that. It will come down when a whole new network of low-orbiting satellites goes online starting late next year and into 2020. They'll be much more efficient at doing high speed. Their speed is not that great. It's 3.81 megabits per second, and that is pretty doggy. I can't send video. I can't do these live reports with Kymeta. And it's a satellite, which means you can't camp. If you're boondocking, you've got to have a clear shot at the horizon for it to work. Many times where I'm boondocking, we're deep in the woods, and I don't like parking in the middle of a field, or that's just not my thing. So, I do. We've tested it out for a year. I think it's a couple of years away.
Just a little ahead of itself.
It's just a little ahead.
It's not ready, a lot. It's just a little.
When I say not ready for prime time, I'm not dissing it. It's a great system. It's really going to be awesome. Particularly those antennas, which are flat, they can embed those in the roof of cars. Think of the scale. and their biggest investor is Bill Gates. So there's going to be something great there. But right now, it's not very practical for anybody but the most obscenely wealthy RVer out there, and I don't know anybody like that.
But it's just around the corner.
A year and a half or so. So that's pretty good. Back to the bedding. Boy, everybody always loves to know about our bedding. What kind of foam pad and where do you store it? 1.5-inch foam?
1.5-inch foam. They don't make the kind
Where
that
did you
we
get it?
have. I got it at Bed Bath & Beyond.
They make a 2-inch, which you want.
They make thick. I'm thinking I might like a thicker one, but then I got to figure out where to store it.
The 1.5-inch we can roll up tight, and we put in the overhead cupboard above the sofa.
I bought this because it had some kind of little slits in it that made it easy to roll up, and I can roll it up and stick it in the cupboard above the sofa, along with our sleeping bag.
Now, I'm fine with the 1.5 inch.
You're fine with it, but I like softer.
Okay, so there you go. Have you two ever been to the UK? Yep, several times, many times actually. Not RVing, and we love the UK. London's one of my favorite cities.
Oh, sure. It was wonderful. I'd love to go back. We took in a couple plays.
We really liked
rented
London
a car.
Yeah, and we drove. We like
to Scotland, and it was so much fun.
Like the UP very much. It's
UK.
It's a great thing. Carol, my refrigerator door opened and I could pull over to clean up. And before I could pull over to clean up and close the door, my 2 Labradors ate everything they could. After that, they usually travel that's close to... Yeah, Carol, I can see that.
I think it's so quiet at our house. Bo is kind of jumpy. He's kind of skittish. Like, we put a fan on at night so that he can't hear the little raccoons and critters running around in the backyard.
Carol,
he's kind of jumpy.
That's
a normal dog. That is a normal dog. The refrigerator door opens, they eat everything.
Yeah.
Bo is even finicky
I think
about
he had
eating.
like a cantaloupe or something that rolled out. I don't know, but that's a great line.
That's normal dog behavior.
Yeah. Anna says, make a video telling us about yourselves, how you met, why you decided to have this life.
I think there's a video kind of out there.
Well, not really. I don't know if we want to.
Yeah.
I can't.
We'll talk to you. We'll go have dinner sometime.
Yeah.
We'll meet. What state are we talking about here?
I don't know what state Anna's in, but I think that we would bore people if we
we'd bore you to
told
death.
that. And I mean, everybody has a story and all that. We are about as different as two people can be.
We're absolute opposites.
But I can say that, we told everybody that we've been married over a half a century.
Yeah.
And we married when we were 9 and 10. So well, she did. She's my best friend. I love her more every day. And I think, I don't know. I don't want to speak for you, but that's the way I did it again. I mean, another quarter across the road. So I don't know. I don't think anybody would be interested in that. But thank you for asking. And when Jennifer says we'll meet you on the road sometime.
Yeah, whatever state you're in, if we're in that state.
Yep.
We'll try to have dinner with
Maureen wants us to do a live shot from Elkhart on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll try it. It would be somewhere around noonish on one of those 2 days, around 12 noon Eastern time. We have to record the podcast from there on Tuesday, and we got a video we're shooting, but we could probably squeeze in a live shot if we can from our Facebook page around noon, either on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll let you know, and we'll put it up on our Facebook group and our Facebook page and all of that stuff. So we'll have that. How expensive is service oil changes on a Sprinter chassis? Expensive. It's a Mercedes. However, I would pay about $220 from a Mercedes dealer, and actually I was a Sprinter dealer here in the metropolitan Detroit area where our Sticks and Bricks is. I found another guy who services things, and it's like $95, so much less. Now you can do them yourself if you have the time and the skill. But they are more expensive than obviously a car. It is a Mercedes, and it is a Sprinter, and it is an RV, and so you want to take care of it. I do that. Everyone can RV ECR. Late check-in. Been following you forever. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate that. For Michigan RV winter camping, how do you keep holding tanks and plumbing from freezing? Well, we winterized them, Larry. We put if you can look on the website here or on here, if you look here on YouTube, we've got a gazillion videos on how to winterize an RV, and we show you. There's one that's like 15 minutes, another 5, so you can find several. There's lots of different ways to winterize it, but the essence is getting all the water out of the plumbing and then replacing that with antifreeze. Now, we use it. We camp all year round in the wintertime, and we are able to use the vehicle just as normal, except for the toilet, which you can use in the winter with this.
You use antifreeze. You flush with antifreeze. So you can use it.
To be a little indelicate.
Same amount of whatever
you put in the toilet, you put that amount of antifreeze in, and then you don't have to worry about it at all. And so yeah, we camp all the time in the winter, and it's great. Now I probably won't winterize. We're going to spend a lot of time in Florida, but we'll be here from Thanksgiving time until mid-January after our winter camp out. So I do have to winterize it, but I winterize and de-winterize several times a year. And
it's just a few jugs of antifreeze.
It's not long. It's really good. Looking at renting a camper van in Hawaii.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds... If you find one, let us know. We'll meet you out there. That would be a great place to go.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, that would really be fun.
We've only been to Hawaii once.
Yeah.
We got to get back there.
Yeah, it is it. So I told you about the Kansas thing that we're going to after Pomona, and I want to again give you that thing because this is about the last week that you can really get a place on it, because a lot of the events that we have will be filled up, like the stargazing, the cattle drive, riding the horses, and riding. I wonder if I can wear a cowboy hat. I've always wanted to have a real cowboy hat.
You got some boots.
I got some boots. Anyway, go to roadtrekking.com/Kansas. You can learn all about our Kansas gathering in October, and you could join us and be a cowboy, kind of like City Slickers in RVs. The City Slickers movie, remember that? It's just that one thing. It's we're going to do it in RVs, and we get to ride horses and have a great time on a working cattle ranch.
Then we got to figure out what to do with our bow.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be bringing bow, so that's probably not gonna happen.
I can't imagine turning bow loose with the working dogs and the cattle.
And Larry wants to, doesn't the freshwater tank freeze? No, because we've drained the freshwater tank, Larry, and we put antifreeze in there, and then you just don't use it. You just don't use it. Now, some people just drain it and they air blow it, have forced air. That I've heard of people rupturing tank. Look at my videos. Go on YouTube. Look at the videos.
And a lot of people, that's when you use the paper dishes whenever possible. And some people recommend washing your dishes with white vinegar and water, so you don't use as much water.
Yeah.
You can't pour the water.
You don't want to put the water down the gray tank. So,
only the black tank.
You take a little wash basin, or what do you call it? I don't know, a little thing.
You try to minimize your water.
Put that in the sink, and then you use that. But the fresh water, you've got the water all out of there, and then you've run antifreeze through the plumbing and all that system, and you don't put anything else in there. There's nothing to freeze. And
it's always so sad when you have to put the antifreeze in.
Yeah, it is, and it's always exciting when you de-winterize it. But as I said, we do it. We'll do it. In January we'll winterize. And then when we head down to the Gulf States and Texas and our annual winter-spring tour, we will de-winterize it once we get down into Alabama, Georgia, and then we'll,
probably have to winterize it again.
And then when we come back in Michigan in April, it's March, April, often we have to winterize it again. So we'll see how that goes. Frog in the creek. Do you go to a full hookup campground when you de-winterize? No, I de-winterize. Let's see. I de-winterize in my driveway. I just, it's basically just emptying out all that stuff, that's in your plumbing system, filling it with fresh water, emptying it a couple of times, and that pink stuff is safe to drink and consume, so you can do it in your own driveway.
But you can do it at a full hookup campground.
Well, some campgrounds don't want you emptying all that water.
I'm sure they don't want all that
ground.
water in there.
Yeah, so I do it in my own driveway, and it's just fine. Or where did we do it in? We did it at a dealership in Florida. We had a dealer do it for $100. They did it. I could go play around, look at other RVs. So you can find a place to do it. But I wouldn't do it in a campground unless they give you permission, because that's a lot of water that you're dumping on their ground there, and they might not like that. winterized versus RV antifreeze, not regular. You never want to use regular antifreeze. We call it the pink stuff. It's marine. It's human grade. You can drink it. It tastes like junk, but you can drink it. It's always matched RV antifreeze, and that's good. Can you add solar panels if your Class B didn't come with any? Yes, but if you're going to hardwire them into the solar controller that you're going to need, it's a major job, and into all of your electrical system. Many places won't do it unless you have a pretty new unit that's kind of already set up for it. So on older RVs, what most people do is they get portable solar panels and the solar and they just run them in. But solar panels are great to have, but it can be real touchy on an older unit depending on how the wiring is. There are a lot of companies that'll do it. There's American Solar. I can't think of the name of it, but look for solar and RVs. You'll find them on Google. They're probably the most experienced, and you can tell them what kind of vehicle you have, and they'll tell you what you can do and what you can't do, and whether you need to go with the portable solar panels. All right, I think. Wow, are you going to the Tampa RV show? That's in January.
Right now, it's on the calendar.
Right now, it's on the calendar. We are probably going to be RV showed out after Pomona. I'll tell you that. Hershey, Elkhart, Pomona, that's going to be enough for a while. That's a lot of work at these shows. And but come January, we have it on the schedule. We're planning on it right now, but
But we'll see.
We don't like to plan too far in advance.
And we don't want to tell you yes in case we don't.
Yep. So we don't know about that.
We're thinking we are.
We're thinking that's probably going to happen, but we don't know for sure. Okay, that's about it for this week. We've answered all of your questions, and you guys have been a delight. We've had a great time being with you. We are off. We've got to go right now, finish up packing the road trip for tomorrow because we're off to Elkhart, Indiana. So go to our Facebook page. Those of you who are just YouTubers, we have on Facebook a group. So go to facebook.com and look for Road Trekking, the group. And then we have, and that one you need to ask to join. We kind of keep the spammers out. And then we have a page, and that's real easy to go to. And it's just facebook.com/roadtrekking. Facebook, I think I even have it here. I can put it up. Facebook.com/roadtrekking. And that is where we would, do I have it? I thought I had it up here, but I guess not. And that's where we will go live probably noon Eastern time on Tuesday and or Wednesday, depending on what we find. So we hope you guys are there.
I'm really excited about going to Indiana, Elkhart. I've always wanted to go to Elkhart.
Well, we're going to try and record the podcast from there and do it from the RV Hall of Fame, and that would be pretty fun. And we'll also be doing a video on that for you. I know many of you have been there as you've gone through. It's really a cool place. All right, one last pitch. Please do subscribe if you haven't hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. We'll be back. Ask Us Anything next Sunday night, and we've got the newsletter coming out tomorrow. You can still subscribe. Go to roadtrekking.com, and you can subscribe to our newsletter. It's absolutely free. Lots of news. Comes out first thing tomorrow morning. 31,000 subscribers now. Tuesday, our tip of the week. Wednesday, the podcast. And Thursday, our main video of the week. And then we're back here on Sunday again with Ask Us Anything. We're always on social media. We love seeing you there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great week. God bless you all, and happy trails. Bye-bye.